Okay. So what we did so far is we are trying to list the contents from folder C drive IBM folder, and we are saving all the contents to this file. Let me show the same thing again in Unix as well. So what data stage that command activity done? First, what I did, ls-ltr. That means I am trying to list all the components including their details. Just giving ls will give the list of the files or folders, whereas ls-ltr will give list of all the folders along with the details of when it is created, who it is created, who is the owner of it, what are all the permissions that have been assigned to a particular file. So here this file2.txt is created by admin ist. This is the user that data stage given to compiler. That's why here we are getting admin ist. Whereas file1.txt is created by the user, by this computer user. So the user is Ajay. That's why here the file is created with Ajay. And these folders are created by the first folder SQL lib is created by system. And these three files are created again by admin ist only. Hope you get these details and the command as well. Let me know if you do not understand any uh, at any place. Okay. And this is how we can create a sequential job where we can execute a command from data stage. Not only here, there are two ways to execute Unix commands. One way is through execute command activity, which is present in sequence. The other way is, so here in the job properties, there is not here in the parallel job you will get. In the parallel job, there are before and after subroutines. So this is a parallel job. If you click on the properties tab, there so if you see here before job routine and after job routine. So if you would like to execute a command, you need to pick execute command. So execute sh means executing a script file. Sh means shell. Sh silent also executing a shell command or shell script. If we execute a script or a command, then we need to select this exec sh, and here we need to write that command like cd or ls or grep, whatever the command we need to do. Here we can mention. So when this is going to executed is before starting the parallel job, or else we would like to run a command after finishing the job. Then we can do it by clicking execute sh in after job subroutine. So before job subroutine is going to execute Unix commands, when we select execute sh before starting the parallel job, and if we would like to execute a command after parallel job execution, then we can select this execution sh after subroutine. This is one way to execute the commands. The other way is through this execute command activity, which is available in a sequence job. Okay. Let's see. I'm deleting this one. Let's see how to call a job activity. Before that, let me create a simple parallel job so that we can call it out. Here, okay, why sequential file? Let me try to connect to our Oracle database. My Oracle is also working. Let me take this Oracle connector. Here I would like to extract employee data and I would like to save to a file. So let me add a file. This is my employee data and this is into employee. And here I'm connecting to my Oracle connector. I do not know if employee is there or not. That's why I'm checking. No employee is there. Let me check some other file. Let me try to create a table. Okay. There is a table called help. Let's try to copy this data. Okay, this is the data which is there in help. Let me check how many rows are there. So select space count star. This count star is going to count the number of records from a table. So I'm counting the number of rows from help table. 919 rows are there in this help. And let me also see select top 5 from help, which is going to give my top 5 records from this help table. Missing expression. Select a star from. So there are 1, 2, 3 columns are there. Only 3 columns are there and 919 rows are there. The columns are topic, sequence, and info. I can also check by double clicking over here. Topic, sequence, and info. Columns we can also get from columns tab. I'm selecting the table by double clicking on it. Then this view is coming. Here I can see column name, data type, whether that is nullable or not. All these things are coming, right? Let me plug in from the data stage console itself. So the server is, I do not know. Let me check the server name. So we can check from here. Click on properties. This is localhost. SID is XE. So I'm going back. I'm giving XE system. Password is system. Let me test my connection. Connection is successful. So here, let me write the select statement. Select a star from help is the table. And the columns, only 3 columns are there, right? So I'm adding them right away without importing the table definitions. So what are all those 3? Topic, sequence, and info, varchar number and varchar. Topic, sequence, and info. This is varchar, this is integer, and this is varchar 2. So let's keep varchar only. Nullable, no, no, yes. So no, no, and there are null values here in the info. Okay, we are done with the plugin. Let's view the data. If we can able to see the data or not by clicking here, view data. We can able to see the data, right? So we are good. Let's create the employee. I'm creating a new folder here. Okay, let me add on here itself. I'm saving to file help.txt. I want the delimiter as pipe symbol, no quotations. And let me save this. Help parallel job, help, extraction. Okay, I'm saving in jobs folder now. I just compiled it. Okay, now I'm assigning the parameters. Here I did the hard coding, right? So let me assign the parameters. These things are also discussed. So let me first create a parameter and parameter set also. So parameter set is something which is visible to all the jobs. Parameters are going to visible only to this particular parallel job. Okay. To create a parameter set, we need to log on to admin client. So I am connecting to admin client. So which project did I logged in? This stage one. So here in the admin client, I am selecting the project D stage one only because I am using D stage one. There are three projects under the same admin client. So I'm selecting D stage and then I'm clicking on add. I've selected wrong project. D stage and properties. Here I would like to add a parameter set, right? So don't worry, all these things are not needed in projects. They will take care all these things. The admin team will take care. So here I'm trying to add from here itself, add parameter set, and parameter set is Oracle connections. This is not allowing me. Let me check the parameter set. Meantime, let me add local parameters. So DB user, DB server, DB password, file path, file name. Okay. I gave all the parameters. Okay. Here you see create parameter set. Okay. So here we can create the parameter set. So I want parameter set for these three. So I selected all these three parameters and I clicked on parameter set. Then here it is asking to give a name. So my parameter set name is Oracle Connections. This parameter set holds Oracle connection details. So these are all the parameters which are going to be there in the parameter set Oracle connections. Here it is asking the values for development environment. DB user is system, server is XE, password is system. For test environment, say suppose this is Scott, this is localhost, and this is Tiger. Now I'm saving in here in the jobs itself. Say yes. So instead of all these three things, we just have one parameter set. Okay, that is Oracle connections. Click on OK. So what we have done, we have enclosed all the three names or all the three parameters with a single name called Oracle connections that we call as parameter set. Uh, from a parameter set, we can have n number of parameters depending on the requirement. Now, what I do is here instead of writing direct name, here I am selecting Oracle connections dot db server, right? So db server. Okay. And here this is user, right? So I'm clicking on here where I can get the details of parameters. This is username, right? So Oracle connection dot db user, and this is Oracle connections dot db password. So instead of the hard coded values, now I selected actual value, parameters through a parameter set. And for table name, I'm not writing any parameter. I clicked on OK. Here, so file path and file name is there, right? I'm removing this one. Here I'm adding the job parameter like file path and then file name. File name. Okay. So we need to pass these values to the parameters. I clicked on OK. I saved this one and I'm compiling. Now I'm not running this particular parallel job from here. Instead, I will call this parallel job from this sequence using a job activity. I'm extracting a job activity. Here, I'm renaming it as PJ help extraction. Okay. So far, I have not executed this job. So here we need to call that parallel job so that we can execute that parallel job from a sequence. So here in the job tab, select that particular job. And as I told, we need to pick reset if required and then run. So day before yesterday, when we are talking about this job activity, there are no values over here because no parameters are there for that particular job. But here we do have these things, right? We need to pass the values. To pass the values, we also should declare the same parameters here in the sequence as well. Okay. So I'm defining those in these parameters. What are all the parameters that we need? One is Oracle connections. So I'm selecting that. Then file path and file name. Nowhere I am giving direct values. Now I'm compiling this sequence. So it is saying missing mandatory value for parameter file path. So we have not given any values, which is a wrong expression. So here what value should pass? Insert parameter Oracle connection. For file path, again I'm inserting file path. For file name, insert parameter file name. So how these are coming? These are coming from these properties. If we declare the parameters in sequence job, then only we can able to assign them here in the values. Now I'm compiling this one. So my development is done. Now I'm not executing in the designer. I'm going back to the director. So if I run this job, automatically this job is going to be called because in this sequencer, I have plugged in this particular parallel job. So I'm running this job. It is asking the values of those parameters. So while adding the parameter set, I have added two values, development environment and test environment. Let me show you. So the parameter set is in there. Here only, right? So let me show here. View parameter set. This is the parameter set. In this parameter set, go to parameters. These are the parameters available. and these are the values. One is for these values, I have given a name, dev and test. Dev is going to be selected for development environment. So test is going to be selected in test environment. For now, these are the correct credentials for which the name is given as dev. So here while executing, I need to pick dev. Then all the values which are defined came over here. If I select a test, then the values which I saved for test environment is going to pop up here. Okay. So I selected dev and here I need to give the path. Let me give it. Mm, PDC colon IBM. Okay, this is the path. C colon IBM. So my path is C colon IBM. This is my path and my file name is, what's the file name? Help.txt. Now I'm running this job. So as of now, both are in compiled state only, but now see this is in running, whereas this is in queued. Actually, this need to be run. Since I have installed my data stage today, I'm not sure if all the plugins are ready. This is still in queued only. Somewhere some file need to be reset as one, then only that is going to be executed. Okay, let me set that up. I need to check all the log files now. This is not triggered. But what happens if we run this sequence? This is going to be executed. Let me stop for now because somewhere I need to reset the value. So see, both the jobs are stopped. Now I'm resetting it. This is the option for reset. Then it will go to compiled state or has been reset. Even here I'm resetting it. But to execute this one, so here dev C colon IBM and here it is help.txt. Now I am running my job. You can try on yours if this is still in queue. I need to set up something in one of the log files or configuration files. Let me set that up. My parallel jobs are not running, but you can try it out where by executing the sequence job, you can invoke the parallel job. Not only adding one parallel job, but we can define the flow using sequences. Say suppose now on that particular file, I would like to do some other operations. Then I will create one more parallel job and I will execute that one after executing this one. That we will see tomorrow. Okay. Till here, please do practice. Otherwise, you will not understand what is parameter set, how we are calling, how that is invoking. All those things will not get into picture if we discuss tomorrow. So please go through. I'll try to upload it today. If everyone joins, then only we'll have class today. Sorry, tomorrow. Otherwise, we will meet on Monday because even today, when I started the class, that time 8 members are there, but now it reduced to only 4. So if everyone are available, then we will have class tomorrow. Otherwise, we will have on Monday. Okay. Thank you.